Y'all, he doesn't want to be a good president. He doesn't want to be a leader. He wants revenge. The worst thing that can happen to that man is to come across as a loser in any form. He's wanting to punish this nation for what he thinks it did to him. So because he felt like he got cheated in 2020, he wants some payback. He knows what he's doing is going to make the economy go to shit, and a lot of people are going to struggle and suffer. People who are hungry and suffering are way more likely to fall in line. They will literally beg for mercy and do whatever they can to not be in that position any longer. And he knows his supporters are going to suffer too, but he doesn't care. He does not care about those people. He knows that a lot of them will still stay loyal to him no matter what. And the thing that makes me the most nervous about him is that he does not care or respect the rule of law. He's going to do everything that he can to go against our Constitution and against our laws in this country. And when the courts inevitably tell him you can't do that, he's going to be like, I'm going to do it anyway. How are you going to stop me? I've got the military, I've got the FBI, I've got the Department of Justice, most of the policemen and gun owners in this country on my side. What are you going to do about it? This is literally like the mob trying to run the country. And the reason why the billionaires are all falling all over themselves to give him money and just be on his good side is because he's running a protection racket. If you're loyal to me, I'll be good to you. But if you step out of line, you're gonna hurt. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not personally gonna do anything bad to you, but if something bad happens to you without my protection, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. All I'm saying is you might want to get some protection, and it starts with you kissing the ring. The only way we're going to get any type of change in this country is if we can get the masses to not comply. Unfortunately, though, I have severely underestimated how many weak and stupid people there are in this country. And a lot of it has to do with, you guessed it, Christianity. Because Christians love being subservient to a weak leader. They see that their God is powerless and they still worship him anyway. They think that man needed to write the Bible for him because he couldn't do it himself. And all throughout the Bible, God has his people do his dirty work for him. Now they've completely changed the supposed message of Jesus. They think that shit is woke now. New Age Christians think that there's nothing worse than kindness and charity. They think if God wants you to have something, you need to work for it. If you're having a moment of weakness, either tough shit, suck it up, or it's somebody else's fault. And that somebody else is most likely a woman or a minority woman. Whatever you do, don't comply in advance, resist where you can, and try and educate those people around you if you can. Because the majority of the people in this country do not know shit about politics. They do not understand why things are happening. They're much more likely to believe what Supreme Leader tells them to believe. So if he tells them, it's not my fault, it's the fault of the liberals, or the minorities, or another country, they're going to buy into that. The goal is to keep them ignorant, keep them uneducated, and try and make them as desperate as possible. So whenever you see that something horrible is happening in this country, point out that it's him doing it and show them how he's doing it. And whenever they try and blame it on whoever he tells them to blame it on, say, okay, show me how they did it. And most of the time they will not have an answer, but they also will not admit that they are wrong. So at most, all we can hope is that they think about it and they start over time to change their views about him. Because if the masses don't all stand up against this, we might as well fall in line. And I'm not going to do that. I would much rather be a casualty for the cause than to live a long life under his boot. No thanks.